Now, here is a lesson to be learned, and don't do this if you want healthy testosterone levels when you get older. Now, the influencer Alex Eubank has recently announced that he's no longer natural and he'll be using TRT. So why am I making a video about Alex's, recent announcement? Well, I watched a video that was about him and thought that there's an important lesson to be learned here. There's a link to that video in the description down below. Now, this is due to the reasons that he's given as to why he's made this decision, and this only serves to prove that what I have covered in this little series and the theory that I've put forward has a lot of truth to it, which it does. Now, many have suggested that Alex wasn't natural, and it's not my place to doubt him in any way. Now, a little bit of background here. Alex claims that he's been training naturally for 8 years. Personally, I think he had not previously used steroids, maybe, but I do think that it's entirely possible that he may have run a few SARM cycles. But of course, this is just my opinion and I've got no proof. So I'm happy, therefore, to accept that this young man has been training for 8 years naturally. And what's happened to Alex happens to many men who have been training long term, as I've previously mentioned in past videos in this series. I've seen the same thing in many men before, and most of these men take the same decision that Alex has taken. This is because the majority of men are ignorant to the truth and do not realise that there is a solution to this. But many prefer to use TRT or steroids because they want to continue increasing their muscle mass. They've become psychologically addicted to their physique and want to keep growing and growing and growing. Now, this has been fueled by the false belief that this type of physique is a high testosterone physique. This is one of the big problems with the online space because there's a lot of misinformation out there. Now, why do I not doubt that he has been natural the whole time? Now, after all, you look at his channel and view his content and you quickly get the impression that he appears to have been running low body fat percentages the whole time. And we know that this crashes testosterone levels. Now, Alex states that he's been putting his body to the limits and beyond for some time now. Being a physique and lifestyle influencer, he feels that he needs to have a perfectly chiseled physique and that this body type is what his audience expects from him. And of course, there's a lot of truth to that. Now, he mentions that when he gets his body fat down to this low level, he feels like shit and his testosterone levels have been low. This, of course, is highly likely and quite normal when people do this. He then goes on to mention that when he gets his body fat up to around 15%, he feels a lot better and his testosterone levels go up. And this, of course, is entirely true. These comments have led me to conclude that I have got no doubts about him having been natural for the past 8 years. This is exactly what happens when you're going all out for aesthetics and maintaining muscle mass for a long-term period of time. Now, in the case of Alex, possibly many of these other influencers, I think he's been bulk recording videos when he's chiseled, recording months worth of content all in one go while he posts periodically while he's been putting fat back on and trying to recover his testosterone levels. But he's not satisfied with his physique results at 15% body fat because he has an audience that expect him to be lean and chiseled all the time. And he says that when he's happy with his physique, he feels like crap. When he feels good, he's not happy with his physique. So, of course, he's now decided to use TRT because this will help enable him to push through this and continue with his chiseled physique. Now, doing what Alex has been doing long term, 8 years, sometimes this happens longer for men, sometimes it takes quicker. You're riding a dietary roller coaster between caloric surplus and caloric deficit. This crashes testosterone levels in the long term. Each time Alex has been trying to restore his testosterone levels, it's getting a little bit harder each time that he does this. And now he's reached a point where his baseline testosterone levels are getting harder to restore because he's been doing this for 8 years. And this, of course, that many men, this is the course that many men are now taking because of this unrealistic body image that's been falsely linked to high testosterone levels. It inevitably leads to either low testosterone levels and the belief that TRT is needed, or jumping onto steroids. Now, you can still have developed muscles and a decent physique and low testosterone at the same time. They say that, reduced muscle mass when you've got low testosterone. Not exactly, because it's still possible to have a muscular physique and low testosterone, and many do not realise this. Now, the answer is not to jump on TRT, as Alex has done, for the long-term maintenance of healthy testosterone levels. This is an extremely bad strategy, a disaster, in fact. I believe that by the time Alex is 30, he's 24 at the moment, 24, 25, he will have completely destroyed his natural testosterone production, and this will be a complete destruction on a permanent basis. His decision to use TRT is going to end up being a life sentence, lifetime commitment. And here is the lesson to be learned from this. The solution is to adopt the lean and wiry physique that I've stated in previous videos is the perfect physique for the optimization of testosterone levels long term. Alex's recent announcement provides proof that I've cracked the code to testosterone. The theory that I've put forward as to why many men who seem to be doing everything right, healthy lifestyles, good diets, etc., training and everything, are still ending up with low testosterone. There's a lot of truth to this theory, because it is, it's true. This is what happens, and nobody else has mentioned this or is even talking about it, and most men do not even realise this truth. How many of these Alex Eubank stories do you have to see? How many influencers, the honest ones that come clean and say, look, I'm going to jump on steroids, and giving the reasons why, because they feel like shit trying to maintain that physique to satisfy the audiences that they have. Most men still haven't cottoned on to this truth, that by breaking the cycle you can restore your testosterone levels. It's all about the ideal physique for testosterone, the lean and wiry physique. Now, watch the video that I've put a link to in the description. The content creator has done an excellent job of analysing this and putting forward a lot of truths that a lot of men need to hear. Now, Alex is wrong about one thing when he goes on about it in this video. High performance can be maintained long term without crashing your testosterone levels and without needing TRT. Just because you've got a muscular physique does not correlate to high performance. Never forget that. Subscribe, follow for more.